And here we are back in the land of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Oh, I just looked up at the sky. I am Ben, and I am of course part of Mistwolf Gaming. We are back with episode 12 of this series. We are in front of the abandoned store that Vincent Black is meant to live in, starting off from where we ended off last time, which was with the side mission to help out the psychiatrist, find the undercover, who apparently might be dirty. So, if he is, Jensen's gonna fuck up some idiot. If he isn't, then, well, what the hey, we'll see what happens, and we'll find out the truth anyway. So let's see what trouble I can get into, and let's get this rolling. Here we go. So apparently this is where he's meant to be. Oh,
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there.
Okay, the dude's got a frickin' rat in his mouth. Okay, yep, they found out he was working for us. I'm gonna look at what I found. Okay, the stiletto, here we go. Angled up and double life, don't know exactly what got him killed or why. I'm starting to think I never will. Hey, I think I've finished that quest off, so I'm just basically gonna look at these so I can get them cleared off the map. La da 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 da. Okay, so that's that done. So I've got those clear. So we back out of here. We've got all of that cleared. Okay. So, that was fun. Time to pick up this pod secretary and see what's on here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Damn. Ooh. Okay, we got screwed over. That bitch used that bitch was working for Vince. Well, was working for her husband and helping him find Vince, obviously. But anyway, I'm also going to go back to the old zone before I finish off before I start with the next main quest to continue the story quest of the dead reporter. Sorry, the secondary quest of the dead reporter, because I talked to her husband, and from what I found out, he can't possibly be the one that killed her because of the augments that he was given by Beltout. Now, I've got an odd feeling I'm going completely the wrong effing way, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back the other way. Right, so I've just got to find the train station so I can get back to the area I live in. And then we can move from there and go and do another side quest. Now, I know it's not that way. This is... If this is me getting lost, basically, I'm going to be very annoyed, because, yeah, this is... I've gone around in circles. Right, so... Yep, I got lost again. I am a complete and utter dumbass. Here we go. Yeah, I went past the bridge that gets me across to where I'm meant to be. Okay, so now I'm on the right path. But yeah, I'm not very good when it comes to in-game sense of direction with RPGs. Sometimes I can get lost for hours, sometimes I don't. Okay, what the shit happened here? I'm gonna do what they say, and I'm gonna go the long way around and jump over here. Because it's just easier than going through the cops and getting them angry at me and then having a fight on my hands. Whereas if I go this way, hopefully, I'll end up exactly where I friggin' need to be and not the complete wrong place. So I'm just gonna make sure that I am actually going the right way, because otherwise I'm being an idiot right now. Come on. Okay, I'm back where I started. I cannot believe this. Are you kidding me? Right, so this is Ben gets lost again, but I think that the translation is actually right round this corner anyway. Yep, there we go. I'm right. So that's the metro station. That's exactly what I was looking for. So, right, let's go down here. And let's go back to the next section and get part of this side quest done, which is talking to the pencil pushing cop who was assigned to the murder of someone someone that lives in someone that was killed in the area that lives next to my house. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, let's go. So yes, I do apologise for not uploading this on Monday. Had the weekend looking after my 10-week-old kitten without my dad in the house, so unfortunately I had to focus on doing that instead of recording YouTube for a couple of days. And I'm probably going to swap to a Wednesday-Sunday upload schedule, just because it makes things a little bit easier on me when it comes to recording and editing, and actually the breaks in between. So, well, mainly it also kind of covers around the fact that I'm going to try and get some more streaming time in, but yeah. So yeah, look for it in the future. It'll be Wednesday and Sunday uploads from, well, mainly probably this week onwards, if I can actually get this out by tomorrow. It should be out, because it's Monday today, so yeah. It's Monday as of the recording of this. So yes, I'll get this up for Wednesday, and then I will get the next one up. I'll get episode 13 up for Sunday, and then we can work it out that way. And then I will also be trying to get some more streaming in. I will put the link to my Twitch in the description below, so you can check that out and follow me on there. I'll also add my Twitter down there, so you can see when I've uploaded a new video or I start streaming, because I will always put it on Twitter. It also does go down on in my Discord server, but I don't. Well, I'll give you an invite. I can invite you to that if you request one during the Twitch stream. It is just a nice chill place to hang out, and a server that is meant for my Twitch, specifically for my Twitch, and possibly now my YouTube. So I'll probably add a section for the video, because it's got an alert from my video uploads in there anyway. Great, just scratched the side of my mic with my headphones. How professional. It's been one of those weekends, it's just mildly hilarious. So yes, the side quest we are moving on to now involves the death of the reporter, the one that had her augments ripped out, and we are going to tell the cop that her husband did not do it because we found out in conclusive proof based on his augments that he can't actually leave any fingerprint mark which was left on her neck when it caused the which of course was done by the asphyxiation or possible strangling. I'm going to say strangling because it's easier than asphyxiation apparently, mainly because that sounds like a tongue twister to me and I just don't like that particular word. Right, this is just going down the org route. The org path is just easier for avoiding the checkups in these recordings. I do actually go through them in my non-lethal playthrough because I find it more fun to do it because it's actually quite funny. I did not know you could zoom in without a weapon. That's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, that's just weird. Right, anyway. Back down here, and time to talk to the guy that should still be here.
Didn't think so.
Alright.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Right, okay, so, about the case.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent.
Actually, yes, it does.
So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
Yeah, I can understand that. So, okay,
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah.
okay.
Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
He's probably more scared of the fact that he's augmented, but I'm gonna go through the questions as is.
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
Okay, so prejudice.
People hold a hell of a grudge against AUGs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? AUG or no AUG.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
Right, okay, we're just gonna continue.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Right, so let's go to suspects.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Johnny
Tell me about the
Gunn.
victim's husband, Johnny.
I've already talked to him,
He
so I'm
used
just
to
going
work
through
for
these
a private
questions.
military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Right, so let's check
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Right, so we're gonna go back to this and go to modus operandi.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Okay.
Found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe. But keep in mind, she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder.
That's right.
It reminds... There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station
Okay.
bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
Okay, so fingerprint, here we go.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
And he's not actually part of it, so let's, here we go.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years.
Yeah,
They're
this
all
guy is
stuff.
an old dude. Right, so, let's check this out.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Let's check the broken glasses.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
Okay, press ID.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Right, okay, so we're going to move along to the next part, which is back, and complete.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny.
Because he didn't do it.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this,
Pardon
the
me.
more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Look, I didn't find who the killer is. Sometimes you have to admit there just isn't enough to go on. That the pieces don't fit. Not yet, anyway. But I do know Johnny Gunn didn't kill his wife.
How can you be sure?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Right, so I've got that done. Now I've got to go back to the other zone anyway to because it's another. I've got an option.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
We spent most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Right, so I'm gonna go and do the. I'm gonna go look into the main story mission, which I believe is actually at the puppet station. Sorry, at the puppet shop, where in Sierra Vista, which would be where the side quest continues, which I can look into. But I thought I'd continue the main story just within this episode to get things to get the ball rolling faster again, so that we can actually have a moving on system. Because at the moment I've been mainly focusing on side quests. So as far as I'm aware, I have to go back towards headquarters and then go to the Kopeki's puppet shop again, because that's where the helicopter's parked and that's where my boss is going to be. And then we can move on from there and then actually see what's going to happen afterwards, because I don't know what's actually happened at this point in time. Well, mainly because I found the one who made the bombs. I've got a way to defuse them. I technically know it was Ark. It just wasn't Talos Rocker. But I can't tell anyone. I can't tell him that because I found that out by breaking into his NSN link and looking back at everything that all of TF29's guys have had access to. Which, let's be honest, kind of shady, and technically not the best thing to do, considering you broke into your boss's NSN link and pretended to be him. Lucky no one saw you, but still not the best thing in the world to do. Especially when you work for Interpol and you're the only augmented person the only augmented person on the active duty and out and about. Mainly because everyone's looking at you with a and looking at everything you do with a fine-tooth comb. Especially in this game and this age, based on what happened at the end of the last game with the incident. Incident my ass, by the way. That was pure and simple someone trying to get his own agenda across by using innocent fucking people to basically cause mass havoc. But anyway, back off to get this part of the quest all done and see what the story has in store for us.
I'm not seeing anything unusual. You?
So now I actually have to goddamn find the main problem here comes in finding... Nope, that's the wrong way. Come on, back up a bit and go this way again. The main problem here comes finding my workplace without having to look at the map and not getting lost for a change. Everything here has Praha in the name, but I've got an odd feeling Praha Dovus is this way towards the left a bit, because it's up there, but I've got to find... See, that's Praha Dovos, but I don't need that place. I need Kopeki's puppet shop, which should be should be next to the broken down should be next to the broken down limb clinic, which was, it's either down towards the right or it's back up this, I think it's actually up this way. Right, so let's hope I'm right, because otherwise I'm screwed. Right, come on, be right, Ben, be right, please be right, don't have gone the wrong way. So that's the limb clinic, so this should be Kopeki's, what? Hey, you found the right place. Yay, good. Hallelujah, I went the right bloody way. I can't believe that. Right, anyway. Back inside here. And let's see what the main story has in store. Let's see what this has in store for us. As far as I'm aware, I'm meant to meet him here. So I'm probably meant to go out here. Yep, there he is.
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark.
A splinter faction inside ARC. I'm telling you, Miller, something more is going on here. Stanek told me Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps, a research facility called Garum. That sound like something ARC has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back and get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours. What the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
Okay.
To get us there, sure.
Fine. Do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that.
That's his way of saying, don't fuck it up because I've given you enough chances already.
Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. He's starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems.
Hey, at least Chicane likes
So what do
me.
you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
Right, so, okay, here we go.
When we first talked, you told me that your limp kept you honest. That's an interesting way of looking at an injury.
Your preamble's as thin as soup, man. Don't dance around it, just ask it.
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The man that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Ogs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end.
Okay, so now I see where he's
I
coming
don't
from.
resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life.
Hey,
So
see,
look,
I understand
On
that.
that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
I can't say no to that. Yeah, let's get going. All unfinished side missions. Oh, shit. No. Right, so let's see some action.
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
Okay, so,
So-
hey, at least that's what I mean. At least I know he's
I'm
good.
just messing
Yeah.
with you, Jensen. You ready?
Right, so I'm just going to say not yet for now because I need to check something.
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where I'll be.
So this, I'm just going to check the the menu right now and see what options I've got left, because if I go now, that'll cancel all side missions I've got access to, and I actually might want to finish that one off before I do anything. So, here we go. Let's check these while I'm here. Side missions. Okay, I've actually got nothing to do. So, yeah, let's go. Side missions are all up and done. Okay, yep, let's go. Sod it. Here we go.
You're set now.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, fire it up.
Let's do this.
Gom just popped up on radar. I'll keep us beyond visual range and engage DRFM jamming. Scan the facility from the air with
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
crazy. We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. I'm not setting us down.
So Jensen's being a badass again. This will be fun.
No sign of trouble you call me. Just want to have a lousy afternoon.
At least he didn't jump from a height that he needed to use the Icarus landing this time. So, right. What I'm going to do, because this is heading on to a rather big section of the story, is I'm going to end it here and start exploring Garm in episode 13. So, once again, while this loading screen is going along, because it's getting a little bit annoying, I have been Ben from Mistwolf Gaming, and you have been watching Deus Ex Human... Sorry, Mankind Divided. I nearly said Human Revolution there for a second. Mankind Divided. So, I will see you all in the next episode. Have an absolutely brilliant day wherever you are in the world, and please do not forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe for more content. Goodbye, and see you in the next episode.